Hey guys, what's up? Shin0525 here, back with kind of not a how to draw video, but a drawing video, kind of, sort of. Today's video, I'm gonna get the receipt out of my pocket, is, it's just gonna be a, line drawing where I basically just go over this picture in, ink, with an ink pen, and, just kind of talk. I actually don't think I'm gonna speed this up, because I'm not gonna do, like, an ink shade, I'm just gonna do the ink outline. So, it might take a little while, but, yeah, I'm just going to do it and just kind of talk over, and just kind of talk about the piece that I made. If you're wondering, it is, Super Sonic at the end of Sonic Adventure 1, when, he fights Perfect Chaos. So it's kind of like him, like, he just turned super, he's flying forward, the whole city's destroyed, the egg carrier's, like, falling in the background. So yeah, so I'm just going to be, just doing a quick ink outline, and, just kind of talking over it. So, let's get started. Okay, I'm going to zoom in a little bit on Sonic here. So yeah, again, I was planning on doing a how to draw video, but then I got kind of this piece done that I've been working on for a little bit. So I decided, like, hey, I don't usually normally do this, so this would be a good little video. And like I kind of killed two birds with one stone with this, because like I want to finish the ink outline so I could scan it in and do it up on the computer. And I need to make a how to draw video, so I was like, hey, why not do two things at once? You know? So anyway, and this is like an actual real piece. I usually don't do a full-on piece all too often. I think the last one I did was like Knuckles throwing the tank. It was like forever ago. But yeah, no, this actually started out as a thumbnail I did at work when I was just, you know, messing around, got a little bit of free time, just drawing on like a little scrap note. And I did Sonic like lunging forward, and it kind of looked like Supersonic, so I was like, well, I could draw Supersonic. And I was like, I wonder where this would fit, and it's just like, it could be either here or like the final fight with the Bio Lizard in Adventure 2. But I haven't drawn anything from Adventure 1, so I was like, hey, I'll do Adventure 1. That sounds fun. I like that game. That game is good. And, yeah, not much else to say. You know, like, I actually like this. I really like the pose of Sonic in this one. I kind of like the Chaos Emeralds around him. And, I like how the fist came out, too. Because drawing a fist head-on can be difficult sometimes. But, yeah, I'm trying to concentrate on this. I don't want to like screw up. Maybe I should have done a speed up and do a different voiceover separately, but nah, that's too much work. That is too much work for me to do, so I'm just going to do everything at once. Because that's what Sonic would have done. He would not waste any time and gotta go fast and do the drawing video and talk at the same time, so there's no post-editing stuff or voice recording that I have to do afterwards. I think it'll look really good when it's cleaned up. Hopefully it'll look really good when it's all finished. That's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, this will probably be up on my DeviantArt sometime this year, hopefully. I always forget to upload stuff to DeviantArt. Well, it's like, I don't like uploading stuff to DeviantArt because like there's so many steps. They're so like, I know it takes like maybe like 10 minutes, but it's like that's 10 minutes I don't want to do. God, I wish it was just like upload, but it's like then you got to like write a description and like title it and like say like no, there's no content warning or whatever on it, and then like you have to choose what thing it's on. It takes forever, and yes, I'm complaining about like uploading stuff to the internet. That's a very first world problem. And I drew all the Chaos Emeralds the same way, mainly because they all kind of the same. But if you're wondering how to draw Chaos Emeralds, it basically just starts off with like this oval. You get like a nice size oval there, and you just go out and down like that. So you go out a little bit and then like down. And then there's like a little curve line there. And then you just kind of draw these kind of like triangles on top. They go like up, down, kind of like Charlie Brown's shirt. And then where it hits this line, that's where the line would go down for the emerald. And I pretty much do the same thing for all of them. They're pretty much all at the same angle. Because like when Sonic goes super, they usually like are always at like the perfect angle, you know? Like they don't move that much. They're all like aligned and parallel, and I wonder how that works. But there's some scientific like explanation of like when characters use like super magic items like the Chaos Emeralds, how come they always like float up in like the perfect like places to like spin around and stuff? Because like that happened in Sonic Adventure 2 when like Sonic and Shadow like lift their hands up and they turn super. It's like the Chaos Emeralds just know exactly where they are. They spin around them perfectly, and then they turn into Super Sonic and Super Shadow. It's just like, how do they know? But I bet there's some like weird like scientific like, since the energy's coming from like the Chaos Emeralds, that like leaves them perpendicular to one another. And just like, I don't know. I don't know. I bet there's a game theory on it somewhere. If there's not, there should be one. Actually, there was a game theory on Chaos Emeralds recently. I watched it. It was pretty good. Apparently, they're like quarks or something. Like some mineral that has all the properties and can be all the Chaos Emerald colors. So, yeah. That's cool. Fun fact to know. And these stars are around Supersonic are just kind of like diamond-y. Do like a curve line going in, and another curve line. All the curve lines kind of go into one another like this. Get like a little sparkle. See, like modern Sonic. Oh, if you just heard my phone go off, I just got a text, and my text message ring is collecting a ring from Sonic. I've actually been getting a lot of text recently. I normally don't ever text, but like this past week, I've been texting non-stop. It's weird. I don't like it. I have a flip phone too, so texting is just awful. Alright, there's Sonic and like the Chaos Emeralds. Yeah, we can kind of draw on this. And I'm just going to be careful with this one. I'm not going to use a ruler for any of the perspective lines. And if you're wondering, this is actually like a simple one-point perspective that kind of leads you down. The reason why I did that is because if you put Sonic in like the middle, like if you make it like 1 point where it's like down the middle, like it is here, it kind of gives like the illusion of like moving forward a little bit. So, because like everything's like pointed, like it looks like a straight like run, like a road or whatever. And that helps because like there's broken highway that Sonic jumps off of in the fight. So there's that. But anyway, texting is awful. I hate texting. I know everybody does it now, but it's just like, ugh, I'd so much rather a phone call. Like, I hate it. I hate it. Hate it so much. And I'm just being real careful. And the reason why like I don't use a ruler for this, even though I used a ruler to like kind of sketch it out, is because it kind of makes it look a little bit more believable. And plus, I'm doing this on the computer later, like where I'll like redo the line work again, but digitally, and I could fix everything digitally. So I'm not really worried about screwing up on this that much. Like I don't want to screw up, but if I do, no big deal. And actually, this is my last piece of like Bristol See, I like screwed up there. Screwed up. This is my last piece of like 18 or 8.5 by 11 by 14 cardstock Bristol paper. So I really don't want to screw up. Really don't want to screw up. They have these triangles, and if you're wondering, like, I don't think these were in the Sonic Adventure 1, but this is Sonic Adventure 2's like Radical Highway, like railings that they have. I drew that. Fun fact. Yeah, that's where I got it from. Because like I like it because they're arrows, so again it adds to like the whole moving forward motion. It gives off that illusion. See, there's a rhyme and reason why you do everything. And I am just screwing up left and right. I cannot follow these lines. But again, it's okay. It's okay, because we're going to do it digitally. And I can fix everything that way. And plus, I like doing line art digitally. Alright, now let's do some more oh, well, I got to do the lines here. I was gonna have, like, if you look at, like, right here, you can see, like, there's a eraser mark. I was gonna do, like, broken glass. Like, Sonic's, like that one scene in 06 where, like, Sonic runs past the buildings, and he runs so fast that the remaining glass on the destroyed buildings kind of, like, breaks in front of him. I was gonna try to do that, but I was like, it looked too busy, and I was like, I'd rather sparkles. I was like, the sparkles look a little bit better. And going on about the sparkles, I think I was about to say this, but I stopped. Like modern Sonic, he doesn't sparkle like Super Sonic does. Because now in like the Archie comics, when Sonic goes super, they put like little sparkles on him. And I think they usually just do that for like in the older issues with like Classic Sonic, or what would have been Classic Sonic. And like modern Sonic, he just kind of has like a Super Saiyan aura. And if you watch any like Sprite film, they use the same sound effects as like going Super Saiyan, which I guess makes sense, you know. So iconic. It's still on camera, right? Just trying to concentrate here. Alright. There we go. Okay, so we got the bridge, the Chaos Emerald, Sonic. I guess we can do the buildings next. These big buildings. Everything's all in the shot. That's one thing I worry about when I make head draw videos, is just because like I zoom in a little bit just to make it a little bit more clearer. But sometimes it's just like, oh, I'll zoom in and I'll start drawing something else and like not realize like, oh, the camera's not looking at it. And hopefully this video doesn't go on too long. I actually forgot to look at the time when I look at the camera. I will do that after I finish this building. Again, I kind of kept it basic because like there's a lot of like broken glass here. Again, you don't have to be exact on that. There's no exact shape to like a broken glass building. And like the lines here are all in perspective, or supposed to be. Then again, it's all 1 point perspective, nothing fancy. But you know, 1 point perspective is good to know. So is 2 and 3. And if you go any more up in perspective, you get like curvilinear, where it's like stuff starts like rounding, like curving around in weird ways. If you have more than 3 vanishing points. I know this stuff. I went to art school. And just put a little more broken glass up here. Like a little. There we go. There we go. See, editing on the fly. Not bad. Boom. Finished. We're at like 15 minutes already. Jeez. This is all one take. Hopefully it doesn't go over a half an hour. Again, I don't like watching like long videos on YouTube. I much prefer like 10-minute videos. So if you like follow my Let's Play portion of this channel, it's like all the videos are kind of like 10 minutes. Some exceptions. But the general rule of thumb is I try to keep 10-minute videos. Because like I just like watching 10-minute, like, I'll watch more videos that are I'll watch multiple 10-minute videos rather than like a full half an hour 20-minute video. Just because, like, I don't know, I just feel like you just sit there and like you're just watching one thing, you know? It's like TV. But like with like a 10-minute video, you're constantly, or like every 10 minutes is like you're clicking something new, you know? So it's like, oh, you're not like just sitting still for so long. I don't know, I just might be weird. I just might be weird about that. I just might be me. Curve line there. Got that. Okay, cool. Alright, cool. That's the broken, rusty beam thing. So let me, just draw all the straight lines in that you'll see. Is that still on camera, right? Yeah, there we go. Like that. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Alright, now we can kind of just start freehanding everything again. Well, I guess technically everything's all freehand, but like, not worrying about doing so much straight lines. Break, 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 break. There we go. And some more breaks there. Again, it's very, very samey, this piece. Drawing the same stuff over and over and over again. But like, there's only so much you could do with broken glass. And I just want to say, like, I am so sick of post-apocalyptic settings. Are you guys as sick as I am for like destroyed cities? Like, I'm sick of it. I hate it. Because like every game now is like a post-apocalyptic. Like, there's nothing like, just every video game now is just, oh, everything's destroyed, oh no. It's just like, I just want to play a game where like just stuff is intact. Like, it's just like, it feels like every video game now is just, oh, destroyed city, wasteland, completely ravaged, you know, like, I hate it. I hate it so much. Nope. See, like, Sonic Adventure did it right, because, like, the city's not destroyed until the very end of the game. And, yeah, I'll work on the next big building. And, yeah, like you gotta explore the city, and, like, do all this stuff in the city. Like, Station Square is awesome. And then at the end of the game, it gets destroyed, so it has, like, more impact, because, like, oh, man, I've been here. Like, I know what this place looks like when it's all good. And now that it's not, it's like, it gives a little bit more of an impact. I think the game that did this best was, Jak 3, actually. Mainly because, Jak 3, it's like, they took Haven City, and then they destroyed it in Jak 3, so it's like, you had all of Jak 2 to, like, go through Haven City, explore, do all this stuff, and then Jak 3 happened, and it's like, oh, now the city's destroyed, but it's not, like, completely destroyed, it's starting to be, And then, but by the end of the game, it's like, oh, there's just so much just devastation. It's like, oh, it did that so well because like there was, you know, build up to it. It's like that's what you need. It's like you can't just start all because like The Last of Us, for example, you know, it's a very good game. It's just like the whole city was destroyed like at the very beginning, you know. It's like, yeah, there's that whole part with like your daughter and where it's like, oh, this is what life used to be like, and it's like 50 years later or whatever. It's like it doesn't have the same impact if like the whole game is like post-apocalyptic, destroyed, but it's like apparently just game developers just love that setting. Like, oh, they can't get enough of it. It's just, ugh, I hate it. And it's all like AAA titles too. It's just, oh man, the whole world's destroyed. What do we do? It's like I'm sick of it. I want like the world not to be destroyed. I want like a mundane setting. I want it to be like in a diner. That'd be a lot cooler than like, I don't know, the stuff we're playing now. But again, Sonic Adventure did it right. Sonic Adventure did it right. Did so many things right, even though everyone hates that game. They're like, oh, it didn't age well, it's not good. It's like, screw you. I'd still rather play Sonic Adventure than, like, Psychonauts any day. I know it's a weird example to bring up out of the blue, but, like, I was just playing Psychonauts last night. I was just like, I don't know. I don't want to see the whole cult following behind that game. I really don't. It's just like, it's good. You know, like, I don't think it's bad. I just don't think it's, like, cult following worthy, you know? Because, like, a lot of people, like, swear by that game, and they're like, oh, it's the best platformer, it's so creative, it's so funny. It's like, I'll admit, it's kind of funny, but, like, again, I like, it's no Banjo. It's no Banjo-Kazooie. It's no, you know, Mario 64. It's no Sonic Adventure. I know, my distaste for Psychonauts. And again, it's like, I don't hate the game, I just don't, because, like, I never played the game when it first came out, I only, like, heard of it. I was like, I'll play it later, but then, like, I got it on, like, PlayStation 3, and I was really excited to play it for the first time, and then I, like, started playing it, and I was just like, yeah, it's good, but, like, it really didn't do anything for me, you know? I wasn't like, oh my god, this is so, like, oh, a perfect platforming game, you know? I really screwed up on that. Ooh, that was bad. That was not straight at all. Might have had like a stroke in the middle of that one. And like this building, I don't know if I mentioned it, this one's kind of out of perspective. Like it doesn't follow the perspective point that it should be. And there's a reason for that, is just to make it look like it's falling over. Because like a lot of the buildings were like tilted in at the end of the game. So like they're completely destroyed. But yeah, but to make it look like that, I just drew one building, you know, kind of out of perspective. I think there's another building out of perspective on the bottom there. Like, this doesn't follow that line at all, or the perspective point. And it's very much freehand, as you can tell. There we go. And that's good for that building. Oh, we're at 24 minutes. I might stop this at a half an hour. Unless, I don't know. Maybe we'll see how far we get. We can draw the highway now, which is kind of simplified. God, I cannot draw straight. But again, it's no big deal because going to be doing this digitally. Again, that's like a huge relief. Because there's nothing worse than like doing like a traditional piece and then like screwing up because you're just like, oh my god. It's over. It's over. There's no saving this. There is no saving this. And there we go. Bam. And again, it's always good to draw light. Another pro tip. Draw light when you do like the rough sketch and stuff. Mainly because it just makes it easier to erase later on. Again, it doesn't matter that much for this piece, but because again, when I pull this into like Paint Tool Psi and just start like going over all like the line work again, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. Like, it'll look good. I'll make it look good. Again, I have Control Z there. I don't have Control Z here. And yeah, it's pretty good. Wow, that's what I want to do. Just like one or two here. Keep it in for detail. Oh, and if you notice, like the building just disappears into nothing. I'm actually gonna just put a water texture from Sonic Adventure in there. Actually, I should draw that carrier first. I'm just gonna put a water texture that was used in Sonic Adventure for the final fight. Mainly because like I like doing that just to add like, you know, a little bit of texture to games, because like I did that for the Knuckles throwing a tank picture, if you ever saw that. It's on my DeviantArt if you want to go check it out. But like for the sky, instead of drawing in clouds, I just used the sky texture from Marble Zone, which is where the picture is, and just use that as a sky. And I actually really liked the way it came out, so I was going to plan on doing it the same way here. Kind of makes it look video gamey, you know? And I'm lazy and drawing in water is hard. So making it into a texture that I can live with that. And then just saying like, oh, it's for an artistic purpose, you know, like, oh, it's to convey this meaning. And it's like the real reason is like I can't draw water. I really can't. Like, oh, drawing water is so hard. And then, but again, if you can't do something, just say there's an artistic reason why you didn't do it, and you'll be good. You'll be good. Boop 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 boop. See, that carrier is easy to draw in. It's like a bunch of little short lines. I say that I screw up on this part. Figures. It's gonna take days to do this inside. Just the line work, really. Like, that's probably gonna be the hardest part. Because I'm one of those people where like I really like line work when I draw, like for backgrounds and stuff. So it's just like, because I know a lot of people like just kind of, I don't know how they do this, but like they just kind of like suggest stuff and like just kind of do like shadow shapes, and it's like it ends up looking great. I can never do that. It's a skill I really want to learn because it looks really handy to do. But again, I'm still, just learning myself. A lot of people on YouTube think I'm really good. It's like, I'm really not. I'm really not that good yet. Just practice, Wish I had more time to practice too. That'd be awesome. Just have a lot of time just to, learn how to draw. I really want to learn like a lot more like Photoshop-y, like painting techniques. Because I was never really like formally taught how to like use Photoshop for art, It's kind of like how to like figure out everything on my own. So I was like, that's even better. Like, figuring stuff out on your own is actually a really good way to learn. I actually almost recommend that over like going to school or something. And it depends on like how well you can teach yourself too. You might be learning the wrong stuff, but like going on a YouTube video and just like looking at like other people's work and like how they do it, and just like paying attention to like their brushes and how they're doing layers and stuff like that. It's really helpful. And it's like, if you teach yourself, you actually learn it. Instead of like going to a classroom just getting told. Because like, if you figure it out on your own, you won't forget it. Because like, you did the work to figure it out, So, again, like doing art, it's like that. I'd actually highly recommend doing that. Figuring stuff out on your own. And we're at 30 minutes, but like, I'll finish. We're almost done. We are almost done here. We are almost finished. Yeah, no, but I want to get like super good. I want to get like crazy good. I want like every one of my pieces to look like, every one of my drawings look like finished like masterpieces. But it just takes time and practice. Ugh. God, I was really off there. Ugh. Sometimes I do like really good like following line work, and then like sometimes my hands just slip. Just like, oh man, that's rough. I know it might look pretty good on like camera, but like my hands slipping left and right. I notice it. But again, not that big of a deal. Nothing I'm gonna like cry over or anything. Yeah, another pro tip. I know this is probably for like art school people, but like, don't get too attached to your like art. Because like I know a lot of people like think like their art is like kind of like a representation of themselves. So if like you talk bad about it, you're talking bad about them. But it's like don't think that way. Like just really don't. Because like I'm very like detached from like my art pieces. Like I don't think like, oh man, this is me. This is like, oh, like this is me as a person. It's like I don't think that way. It's just like, I drew this. I used a pen and pencil, and I drew this. Because, like, it helps, especially, like, when, like, people do, like, critiques and stuff. Like, some people take it, like, super personally. And it's just, like, just don't. Just don't. Oh, in this poster, I'm just going to put in the Chow's in Space from Sonic Adventure here. Just kind of, like, Photoshop that in. That's why I just wrote Chow's in Space. Didn't even draw anything. Because, like, this needs a billboard. It's a bad tangent right there. Ooh. Speaking about tangents, I just did one line on the horizon line. Shouldn't do that. You won't notice it, but because, like, it's just a small little line, but this is right on the horizon. I didn't even do that intentionally. It just kind of happened. When I was drawing it out. And for those of you who don't know what like a tangent is, it's like where you have a line. Actually, there's one really good. Okay, it's right here. There's one really good one right here. It's where you have like there's a straight line going across like for like the railing on the side. Oh, my wash is done. And then it's like the Chaos Emerald. It's like this angle. This line is also right on top of this line, going the same way. So it looks like they share the same line. That you should avoid that. You should avoid that. You shouldn't put that in your pictures. Again, that's something I might change when we do this up in Psy. Something I better change when we do this up in Psy. Cause like I don't know, it just looks bad. It just looks bad. All right, that's done, and now we can kind of draw in. I have to put the camera on the paper. Just the silhouette of the city. I did like a big hole in the city. I think this was from like Nier or something. Like Nier concept art. I really liked it though. Whereas like there's a giant like hole in like this, like the skyline or like a building. Actually, I did it here too. So I did it like right here, like that hole. That's like a perfect hole. And this is like, oh man, it makes it look like I don't know. There's a laser beam that got shot through multiple buildings because like chaos, perfect chaos fires laser beams. And speaking about perfect chaos, Chaos Zeroes enforces, which I'm excited to like read. I'm really interested in like how that fight's gonna go down. You know, and let's draw a line here, another line here, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So I believe that's everything. Oh, no, nope, whoopsie. I didn't draw the last couple triangles right here. I completely forgot. There we go. Done. Looking through everything. No, that's good, good, good. Good, everything's drawn on Sonic. Yeah, always good to double check like all the lines you went over, because like you'll be erasing and then you'll be like, oh man, I didn't go over that. But anyway guys, I'm gonna kind of zoom it out here. It's kind of on an angle, but whatever. This is kind of like the full piece. Again, hopefully this will be up on my DeviantArt sometime soon in the near future. When I say near future, hopefully like the next 4 or 5 months. It's gonna take forever for me to finish. Just like, I just don't have time to do this stuff. But anyway, yeah, anyway guys, thank you very much for watching this whole thing. I know this was a super long video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys like this type of video, because if you do, I'll do this more, where like I just kind of like get a piece, and it's just like, oh, I want to do the line work on it. And then I just kind of like just randomly talk about whatever as I draw. So yeah, let me know if you guys like this. If you don't, I'll probably not make one of these again, because it's very time consuming. But if you did like it, let me know. I'll keep that in mind for future videos. Next week we'll be doing normal how to draw videos. Back to our regularly scheduled HTD. But anyway guys, you can follow me on Twitter, Twitch, DeviantArt, links in the description below. You can like, comment, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. And if you have any comments or whatever, leave them in the comment section below. I will try my best to comment you back, or reply back. And yeah, anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Later. Bye-bye.